to get an update on the day's top business news. And for that, we're joined in the studio by William Hildebrand. And first up, William, Facebook has just turned 10 years old.
That's right. This is CEO Mark Zuckerberg's baby, of course, which was born a decade ago in a Harvard dorm room. Now, since then, it's connected over 1 billion people and made the college dropout one of the richest men in America. Last year, Facebook's revenues jumped 55% thanks to advertising on its mobile site. Today, the social network is valued at more than $150 billion. But looking ahead, some experts say the site's competition is gaining ground.
Facebook right now is facing a huge amount of competition and a real challenge to stay relevant with certain demographics for certain purposes. So, for example, kids are gravitating to things like Tumblr and Instagram and Snapchat and Whisper, and they're looking at these more visual, creative platforms, and they're seeming far less enamored of Facebook.
And it's official, Satya Nadella is a new CEO at Microsoft. He replaces outgoing Steve Ballmer. The Indian computer engineer previously served as a vice president of Microsoft's cloud division, a group that was key in Microsoft's better-than-expected results recently. The company reported a quarterly profit of more than $6.5 billion. But that wasn't all in the management shakeup. Bill Gates has quit as Microsoft chairman and has taken up a new role as a technology advisor to the company's new CEO. Air France unveiled its new business class on long-haul flights. The French flag carrier called it the cocoon in the sky, a pricey venture for Air France with a total investment expected to top 200 million euros. Demand is so high for such luxury seats among rival airlines that manufacturers have a backlog of orders. Kyle G. Brown has more.
Air France's brand new business class seats are unveiled, an attempt to woo well-heeled customers in a bid for the supremacy of the skies. The company's boss himself oversaw every detail.
It's like sleeping in a bed. You have a blanket, high-quality headphones, a closet for your things, and controls for your cell phone.
The cocoons of comfort didn't come cheap. It costs 50,000 euros to build each seat, plus the cost of installation and connecting in-flight entertainment.
The stakes are high because our business plan focuses on the higher end of the market. It's not just a question of lowering costs.
With just a small proportion of the seats, business class earns Air France more than half of its revenues. The 200 million euro investment is the latest attempt to claw back part of the business travel market from competitors like Singapore Airlines and Emirates, which already have high-end seating. Before flying off the shelves, the seats are built at Zodiac Aerospace, the world leader in building luxury airline seats. The order books are practically full, and this factory's 1,000 workers have 2 years of work ahead of them.
Everything connected with airline seats is going better than in the automobile industry. They're shutting down factories in the auto industry, while in aeronautics it's going well.
And it looks set to continue. Airlines change their seats on average every 10 years.
Big news there out of Microsoft. Let's take a quick look at the markets. Global stocks rebounding after jitters on Monday over disappointing manufacturing data out of the U.S. and China. Wall Street rebounded after the largest sell-off in months thanks to a slew of company results. There we see all the indices in the green. Stocks in Europe also stabilized after Monday's drama. Both the FTSE and the DAX were down while the CAC 40 edged up. There was mixed data out of this session, including a good sign from the British construction sector. Let's take a quick look now at some other company news. Toyota is forecasting record profits. It expects to bring in more than 17 billion euros for the year ending in March. Japanese car makers Toyota and Honda have been boosted recently by a weakening yen and a mild recovery in the U.S. auto market. Those shares have taken a hit after weak sales figures in January due to cold weather. And UBS has reported a fourth quarter profit of around 750 million euros. Switzerland's biggest bank doubled analysts' expectations, a stark contrast after a steep loss during the same period in 2012. UBS called it a transformational year as it shrunk its investment bank and moved away from riskier activities like bond buying. The bank was also helped by a tax gain and lower than expected legal costs. BP reported a 28% drop in fourth quarter profits. Many big oil companies have been hurt by the downturn in refining, rising industry costs, and a stagnant oil price. BP has also been selling assets to compensate victims of the Deepwater Horizon oil spill 4 years ago. Despite the year ending on a down note, overall the oil giant has more than doubled its annual earnings, up to 17.3 billion euros. Well, that's all for news now. I'll hand it back to Laura for the rest of the stories.
Thank you very much, William. We look